Welcome back, disc golf fans. We're here at Park Media today covering the 2024 RPM Australian Disc Golf Championships in Molong, New South Wales. I'm Matty Faz, and I'm joined by a man who battled through a single-day, two-round tournament today and still commentating deep into the PM here, Jason Weedner.
How are you, Matty? Yeah, I wouldn't miss it for the world, mate. I'm a disc golf fanatic. I get out there and sling as many shots as I can during the day and then come out here and commentate with you. So wouldn't have it any other way. But yeah, round two, back under the bird poo rafter at the goat shed. We're back out for round two, hole one, par 5, 333 metres. I mean, I'm tired just talking about it. We've mentioned it before. As we go up, as the drone, it's so hard the drone misses Amando. And makes its way down. It is a lot of ways to get into trouble, but players basically starting by throwing OB, Matty.
Yeah, inhospitable opener here, playing as the most difficult hole on the course at 0.83 over par today, so even more difficult than day one. Only 4 birdies out of the 30-strong field, Jace.
Yep, and we talk about day one, and this man was huge on day one. He just extended away from him in the last back 9 yesterday and finished with a 2-shot lead overnight. So a neg 8, a great round for Thomas Gilbert. And we'll see if he does anything different today.
As the understability of that disc on show as it flips up at the peak of its flight.
I didn't think it was ever going to come down.
That was a glidey one. Nice.
Next off, we have one of our favourites. He's a flying aceman. He's sponsored by the Rad Flying Aces. His name is David Perry, and he's a Victorian, Matty.
Yeah, and I'm surprised not to see him in the Aces jersey just quietly.
He's wearing Victorian blue, navy blue he is.
Yes.
But, yeah, what do we think of when we talk about this man?
Package deal these days, now that he's brought a lot more consistency to his putt. We know he's got huge power on both sides, great control on both sides, and a mental game that's almost second to none.
Yeah, as we get a look at that effortless power now, and he sends that quite safely over the trees. So not too many problems for Dave Perry to start this round. So he'd be happy with that. And look, we're always happy when this man manages to get over the stage fright that he has and the social anxiety that he carries, because we all know he doesn't like the camera and he hates being the centre of attention. So.
Yeah, it must be tough for these introverts when they're on coverage, settle the nerves and maintain the focus. But Luke finds a way.
He does. He finds a way. He gets out there. He hates people watching him. But this is why we like watching him, because he effortlessly puts it exactly where he wants it to be.
Yeah, good display of control there.
And he did that all day yesterday, Matty. He just he didn't go OB once. As we get a good look at the gallery gathering under the
created a portmanteau there.
Yeah, it did. As we are greeted by the presence of the Western Australian wonder kid, Blake Houston. We love watching the power this kid's got.
Yeah, and he's got the power to take that right side, and his hyzer flipped one almost to perfection.
Oh, wow. Look at this one.
This might be going too far across that fairway.
That is sense.
Nah, he can still pitch up to the mouth of the Mando there.
Yeah, he's fine. That's a great opening drive for the young fella.
A tough birdie is still in play for Blake. Now, this one needs to get down.
He did this yesterday, and he ended up a little left, Bayne. And he's a little shorter than that today.
Yeah, that pretty much takes birdie out of the equation for Luke.
Thomas looks high, as he likes to do.
Rejected.
Wasn't it?
Well, let's see how aggressive Dave gets. No, he just sort of hyzery
he's
one.
Pretty aggressive.
Hyzery one to the mouth of the Mando.
Oh, yeah, it's lovely. Very, very well done.
Yeah, he'll probably have a forehand approach for his birdie. It's Thomas throwing 3 here.
Mouth of the Mando. quite comfortably.
That's sufficient.
So Blake for 2.
All right. Now, how far through the Mando can he possibly push? Keeping it low and skippy.
And it doesn't get any lower or any skippier, I don't think.
I'm not quite sure where that one ended up, but we'll see. Is that Bayne playing with an earpiece?
It is.
Didn't realise he was an earphones guy. He's just...
that is laced through the middle.
Yeah, really committed to that. And that's actually brought Birdie back into play.
It certainly has.
Fantastic.
He's not going anywhere, is Luke Bayne. He is the reigning national champ. Oh, jeez. Thomas finding every tree at the moment.
Another tree ejection. I stole
Speaking of portmanteaus.
I stole that
You
one.
did?
Yeah. I think Big Germ
Okay.
was the creator of that one.
And there's that other side of the body we see from Dave.
Bouncer. Funny reaction.
So Blake now for his 3rd.
And one of his favourite discs in hand there, the Raptor.
Yeah, he's a newly Discraft Underground sponsored team member this year. So
He does love his Discraft plastics.
well, he hasn't got a choice, really, has he? As Bayne has a long birdie look. Oh, pins a flag. It's just something always happening with this man, isn't it? That's Simon Tanner on the bag again there for Luke Bayne. I'd never forget that face. There's just always something happening when Luke Bayne's playing.
Never a chance, that one.
Yeah, that's probably the worst part of the trip for Thomas. The entire trip to Australia.
Yeah, you might not be far from the truth there. Great birdie.
Good solid start. He started last on the card, but he's sent a warning early on, Matty.
Yeah, and tough hole to do it on too.
And that's 2 bogeys in a row, 2 days in a row for Thomas Gilbert on that hole. Not a fan at all.
Yeah, so 2 out of the 4 birdies on the day coming on our card here, assuming Dave makes this short one.
Yes. So closes that gap in 1 hole, does Dave Perry. And he's got all of Victoria on their feet.
Yeah, and just to give you some context, we did see a 10 and an 11 on this hole today.
Okay.
Shout out Leith Brodie and Ryan Budge.
And I'm pretty sure it was birdied again by Austin D'Alessandro.
Correct. It was. And Mikey Hare.
And Mikey Hare. Hole 2, we know it as a forehand rip, 115 metres. There's OB on the left and there's a Mando on the right. And if anyone in this card has the forehand to unpack this hole, it's this man right here.
Yeah, it was almost like this hole was designed for Dave Perry's forehand. Not many forehands in the country can get as far as required here.
Don't let us down now, Dave. Oh, look at this thing. Oh, David.
It's gone long.
Yes, gone long. Oh, that is so good to watch. Why couldn't we have a reverse park to that?
That deserved one, but alas.
Here's another power forehand game.
Yeah, Blake likes to start his out on hyzer and get them flipping up.
That's exactly what he does. And has he flipped it too late? Here it comes.
Oh, look at that.
Wow, as he gets
That's
even better roll towards the basket.
Stupendous.
Thanks, Barney and friends.
All right, Luke. He's got a good bit of width on this as well. Oh, doesn't get the skip of the others.
I'll tell you, this is a 115-metre par 3 forehand, folks. This isn't that easy as they're making it look.
No, it isn't. Let's see if Tom opts with the forehand today. After he rolled one long on day one.
Yeah, he did. He went with the roller. Yeah, he's much more sensible forehand option today.
Yeah, good to see him making the necessary
Jeez,
adjustments.
that's sent as well. Oh, he's missed it.
Yeah, he sawed that one
Has
off.
he missed it? No, he hasn't, unfortunately for Thomas.
He's getting creative.
So we're going to forehand flick roller.
He wants that par. Oh, skids out. Oh, actually. Oh. What the heck? That thing was
I don't
skidding.
know.
That was
I
doing
mean,
the Tokyo drift action.
Yeah, believe me, I mean, that's what he wanted it to do.
Yeah, I can't explain that. Luke for his birdie.
Oh, leaves it short. Very, very
Yeah. Over adjusting after that.
rare circle one miss for Luke Bayne.
Yeah.
As Blake Houston gets those shoulders rotating, as he likes to do before every putt. Yeah.
Great birdie, Blake.
Loosens them up and then putts it home. So he's put his stamp on this round early.
Dave, go on the straddle.
Oh, no.
Left side and... You can't see him, but Thomas to save par. Yeah, great save.
Yeah, so he gets away with one there, Thomas.
Yeah, and Blake Houston, the only birdie on the day, Jace.
Yeah, it was impressive. It was impressive. I thought Dave and Luke had done enough as well, but not to be.
Hot start from Blake here, and still so much disc golf to go.
There certainly is, but he's making use of his time on lead card, hole 3. Par 3, it's 88 metres. It's one of the shorter holes on the course, but backhand throwers throwing over OB, forehand throwers throwing over a sand scrape. You land on the sand scrape. It's as simple as this. You go to a drop zone.
Yeah, and there's some OB long that you have to be wary of as well. Blake will be throwing something over stable here. Looks to be a zone.
You need it to stop. And that's the angle you got to come in on. You don't want to be going long of the basket because it is a dreadful putt coming back.
Yeah, you're right. And what's Dave opting with? He's going the backhand. I believe that will be
the Toro.
his Toro. Or AVRX3.
It's the Toro.
It's a Toro. Yeah, it doesn't have a disc sponsor. Is an open bag, but does like his Innova discs, David.
He does.
He's going to have a little headwind putt as denoted by the flags there.
And it's a little nervy with that sand scrape behind. Bayne went with a forehand yesterday. Pretty sure it was a star frame too, from memory.
I think Clayton missed it.
Yep.
Oh, this one's a bit nose up.
It is a little. It's short.
Oh, and that's flirting with the right side.
No,
OB.
it won't. It's Bayne. It never goes out of bounds for Bayne. It just doesn't. It just doesn't do it.
No, even when it's nose up rubbish.
Yeah, it was a lot of NUR about that one.
And if you want to see more of those kind of forehands, come down to Roffey Lake tomorrow and watch me play.
Oh, Thomas has bounced OB there. So from the drop zone, he will go.
Yeah, not an easy putt from the drop zone either. You've got to earn your par here.
And then you've got a comebacker that's just as nervy, Matty. So, yeah, this hole can really butcher you if you get it wrong.
Yes, it can.
Bayne's short again. So we're starting to see a pattern here that we don't usually see from Bayne.
Yeah, this hole playing precisely to par today. So a little more difficult than yesterday. 40% of the field card in the birdie. And only
bogey for Thomas.
only 3% of the field getting the bogey. That's one player, Jace, and we just saw it.
Yeah.
Our tournament
So it was
leader.
the only bogey for the day.
Only bogey on hole 3 for the day.
So does that mean no one else went to the drop zone then? Well, it doesn't mean that necessarily.
Wait, sorry,
but yeah.
no, I got that wrong. 11. There were 11 bogeys.
Okay.
There were 2 ones, not one.
Almost. Close. High chain hit for Blake Houston. Matty's our stand-in statistician.
Oh, yeah.
It was either 1 or 11 players.
I thought I was seeing double. This hangovers beat me around.
And Dave Perry birdies up and pushes
There I
out
am.
to a lead as we go to hole 4. Matty's favourite. Par 3, 107 metres. It's gently downhill though, so it doesn't play as 107. But don't worry about low ceiling. These players like to go high and right and spike it in just like this.
Yes.
Boom.
Could be 4 in a row for Blake. What a start.
Yeah, this is huge from Blake Houston. He's into second place. For heaven's sakes.
And on a difficult portion of the course too, those first 2 holes especially.
Definitely difficult for Thomas Gilbert at the moment, as he's dropped 2 from his overnight score. Oh, David.
The spectator was treated to a gift there.
He wasn't even watching.
He didn't seem too phased by it.
I don't know what he is watching.
Genuine ace
He's
run.
not watching the disc golf.
There's Bayne.
Comes in a little high, but he'll give himself a putt. And Thomas needs to get back on at least the par train, but he'll take either that or a birdie at this stage, I reckon.
Yeah, and this is the hole to do it on. Playing pretty easy on the day.
Oh.
Following Dave's vapor trails there.
Yeah, and he should be able to spike. He should be able to tap that in.
Yeah,
oh,
Luke.
yes. Guided in well. And clapped by his caddy, Simon Tanner, who I'd never forget.
I thought it was Anthony Major when I first saw him.
So Thomas, for a much-needed birdie, boom. That's that distance again.
His putt's just so repetitive.
And he's just swatting away flies constantly, isn't he?
Yeah, probably not used to the onslaught of...
And there it is. 4 in a row for this young fella as he stretches his attack to now lead the card.
Oh, it's...
In 4 holes, he was last place on the card. He's just taken over.
Yeah, he's gone from boy to man right before our
Certainly
eyes.
has. Just a few rotations of those shoulders and away he goes.
Birdie for Dave. Nice
Yep.
work.
So stays 1 shot ahead of him. And Bayne once again just doing his best to get over that shyness.
And Thomas just not used to the customs in this country
He's
yet.
done a wonderful job with it. We must commend him on it, Bayne. The prettiest hole on the course is next, Matty. Damn Poplars.
Yeah, this one's a par 4. Wanting to get to the mouth here for a pretty easy upshot for your birdie. You might see some players take a risk and go over the dam, trying to play for that slight eagle opportunity, but the standard play is just to get
Just
it
a
out
low
here.
line drive, or as I like to call it, a low hummer.
Yeah, low hummer. There's no danger on the left, and going a little further wide than you have to is pretty safe and still allows for a very makeable upshot.
Yeah, the most dangerous thing on this hole is just how static the water in that pond is.
Yeah, it looks quite gross. we did lose a couple of discs in there, and I wasn't going. I wasn't going anywhere near it. This is a ripping shot. It looks like the La Brea tar pits, honestly. I don't know if you've been, but
Yep. I think my Mozzie bot count went up by about 400% just by walking past it.
yeah, malaria is a genuine risk on this hole.
Dengue fever. Thomas pushes over. Does he get through? Well, he does. That's not a bad spot to land, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fine. He probably has a jump putt to get up and down for his birdie from there.
So Dave with Toro in hand again. I could just watch this guy play all day. Have a look at that. Stop it.
Bullseye.
I could just watch him play all day, Matty. You just know exactly where it's going when it comes out of the hand.
And we often get to because it's very rare he's not on feature
That's
card or lead.
right. Blake says, I can do a very similar thing, Dave.
And this is going to be 5 from 5 from Blake.
Yeah, it's getting it's a little ridiculous if I have to admit.
We could be witnessing something magical. Right, Bayne, the best of the bunch. That was a phenomenal forehand off the tee. Let's see what he's got here with the flex. I think that meant to flex.
Yeah, a little
That's
shorter.
okay. That's
Bit of
okay.
disc golf left in that. So Thomas for his second.
demonstrating his touch. Nice shot,
Yeah,
Thomas.
looks like we could be seeing our second chain rattle here.
Oh, yeah.
There's 1 out of 4. Thomas Gilbert makes it 2. Blake pumps those shoulders.
Yeah, this one almost playing
Makes it
full
3.
a half stroke under par. So, yeah, real, not must get, but one that they would.
And 4 from 4 birdies. There he is.
Just doing a bit of advertising. I'm not sure we gave him the okay to do that.
As he shakes the chains again and does his own advertising and his own creepy looks. We just love this guy and what he brings to the table.
Australian psycho.
Hole 6 is a par 4, back-to-back par 4s. We go 235 metres. It ends there and it picks up again there, exactly where the putting circle starts. So plays as an island. Gently uphill.
Yeah, going from one of the easier holes on the course to the third most difficult here, Jace. This one playing at 0.3 over par.
OB on the left-hand side there, but Blake should just stay in. As Spotter tells him, green light.
All right, Dave does have the power to push all the way uphill and give himself a birdie chance here.
Oh, has he? Oh, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. Is he going to? Oh.
No, it faded too hard at the end there.
It did, and I think he knew that was happening. OB there for Dave Perry. So our leader goes OB off the tee.
There's Luke opting with what's probably going to be a flex forehand.
Yeah, and then there's people that just never go OB. And he's one of them.
Centre cut.
Yep. Straight. You couldn't actually get more in the centre. Very safe disc golfer, Matty.
Yeah, and Thomas with a little more risk appetite. Go on the roller here. Yeets on it.
He does.
Oh, I like this line.
Oh, yes.
That's how you
That's
yourself
pinched
a
off a bit
birdie
of distance.
chance on this hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Special.
superb.
Special, isn't it?
Yeah, Luke just playing for par here.
Oh.
Oh,
No,
just
of course
stayed
it's in. Yes. Yeah. Oh, that was close, wasn't it, Luke?
So Dave throwing 3 after the OB.
Is he going for it?
Trying to save par. Clears that
Oh,
OB. and
why wouldn't you?
That's not right. It's just not right.
So just takes care of that penalty stroke by just completely cutting one out of his game. Oh, Blake with a slip there.
Yeah, he put a lot into that forehand, trying to go for the birdie.
Has he made it on?
He has. Great
Yeah.
shot there from Blake as well.
Geez, that was smooth, Thomas. Where's that going to end up?
Oh!
Oh, just, right near the basket. So, yeah, Thomas and Dave just really picking this hole apart.
You got to look at some manky badges.
Yep.
Patches, I should say.
On the back of Simon Tanner there. Would never forget a face.
No relation to Tristan.
Off
Top of the bucket.
cage. He really is an entertainment machine, isn't he? Luke Bayne.
He's a one-man highlight
As we get a
package.
reverse park to that. And he tries to jump it in.
You see it deflect off the top there.
Boom. Almost perfect.
All right, so this is Blake's birdie look. Not sure how obstructed he is.
Thomas Gilbert gets a good shot of that in the background.
Oh, very obstructed.
Yeah. Would have been a good one.
All right, so Dave to save par here.
Yes, Dave.
No doubt.
Yep. he's not going to give it away easy, that's for sure.
Now, Thomas for the seldom seen birdie on hole 6 here.
He's getting into Clayton Beck territory there.
Yes, he's almost in the exact same spot.
Oh.
Oh, what?
What more did he have to do?
Was that just a genuine spit out?
Oh, I don't know. I think the tree slowed it down a lot.
Yeah, it should have slowed it down so it did not spit out. That's cruel.
Okay.
Flabbergasted.
Bayne taps in a par, so...
Only one birdie on the day, Jason. Guess who it was?
Don't
Aussie
know.
D. Aussie D.
Aussie D again, yeah.
He loves getting the tough ones.
There you go. Hole 7 is Shelob's Lair, and there it is, Shelob's Lair. Who would have thought that in the middle of Shelob's Lair was a disc golf basket, but there it is. And this one plays 103. It's par 3.
I don't remember Sam and Frodo stopping off to get some putting practice in on the way to Mordor.
I'm laughing, but I don't even know who they are.
They're our main characters.
Just a couple of your mates. As we see Kingsley Flett there, just down in the left there, the ADG tour photographer.
Yeah, and a big thanks to ADG for funding this coverage, Jace.
Absolutely, Matty. We wouldn't be here bringing it to you without the help of the wonderful people at the ADG.
Many of our friends on the ADG board too.
I think what you'll find is the ADG board are all our friends, Matty.
As long as the money's coming in, absolutely.
Especially Simon Tanner.
He'll get an invite to my wedding.
He might get an invite to my second as well. Thomas goes long again as he tries to enter the lair.
Yeah, too much sting on that.
There was a bit.
And my fellow Lord of the Rings friends will get that sting reference, I hope.
Oh, we hope so, Matty. That'll do.
Right, so Luke needs to use a bit of touch here.
Oh, jeez, you had the right idea.
Yeah, the angle was there. Just lacked a bit of weight. Oh,
Same could be said for Dave Perry's putt.
was that through the gap?
Yeah, it was.
Crafty.
Well, that doesn't look comfortable at all, does it?
All right, Blake, after going 5 birdies straight to start the round, is to go 6 from 7.
Oh.
Yes.
That hurt to watch, that.
Yeah, he almost pinged a groin there, didn't he?
I haven't seen someone do something like that since Vanilla Ice was around.
Those, what did you call the pants he wore?
Oh, happy pants?
They happy pants.
Yeah. So, pars for the rest of the card. And Blake shoots up to Dave Perry's 10 under and says, I will join you there. But we see a reverse parked. And look at that.
Pops
Cool
it in
as a cucumber.
with the awkward stance.
Yeah, a fist bump and a clap.
He's in the zone.
And he's just got a lot of birdies in this round so far, Matty. Hole 8, let's see if we can get this one. Par 3, 95 metres. There's OB long and the hill slopes down from right to left. The pushing hyzer forehand is the play, obviously.
Yeah, pretty simple line.
Over the top of that tree, virtually, or over the top left-hand corner of it. And spike it in pretty much like that. So he's got himself a birdie putt again.
Yeah, solid shot there from Blake.
And is Dave's forehand too powerful, maybe? Does he need to rein it in a little, Dave?
Yeah, he might be throwing something like his Toro here. No, it looks to be a little
looks like
faster.
a fairway ilk. Oh, beautiful.
6 metre.
Yeah.
All right, you can see the chalk indicating a little left to right wind here. So we won't want to put this one on too much hyzer. Oh, he has.
Yeah, he's gonna try. He's gonna try and spike in though, Matty.
Oh, that's good. Clearly, that wind isn't as strong as
he knows what he's doing.
as I thought.
He knows what he's doing.
That's a better looking line.
Yeah, Thomas got caught up in the tree yesterday as he has gone sit. Oh, he's got it to sit down eventually. Yeah, we saw Clayton go long yesterday. Could he hit another birdie? Could he do it?
The way he's playing.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
7 out of 8.
I'll tell you what, this is great to watch. And he's really put them on notice, hasn't he, the rest of the boys on this card?
Oh, and this could be one of the rounds of the year if he keeps going the way he's going. And Thomas with a great birdie too.
Yeah, he's putting. I mean, that's the difference between these touring professionals, these high-level players, Matty, is just they make those putts more often than not.
Correct, yeah. When they're inside circle, they're typically making them.
And Dave says, I'm just as good. He's worked on his putting and it's become a very consistent part of his game of late.
Yeah, it's pushed him over the 1,000 rating mark, which is seldom seen in this country.
Yep. As Shy Luke puts in his birdie. Yes, there he is.
Does the honours with the card.
Really wish he'd come out of his shell.
Thomas was off like a rocket there as we go into hole 9. It's a par 4. Big boy at 230 metres. Long and straight to this dogleg here.
Don't come in too early.
If you can get to that dogleg, you want to be right side of the fairway so you give yourself the width required to get the shot up for your approach. We saw Dan Frost yesterday, Jace. Throw.
Yeah. Home of the Frosty Roller, we call it. It was one of the best rollers I've seen on coverage.
Oh, it was a remote-controlled car.
It was great. And are we going to see a roller from these guys, do you think?
You don't see many rollers from Dave.
You do see them, but very rarely.
Yeah, it's the one shot I'd like to see a guy with his power throw more often.
As the crowd has gathered around hole 9 tee pad.
Yeah, Ryan Nicholson, tournament director of the Eruption.
Assistant tournament director. Michelle Schultz is a long-standing Eruption tournament director.
My mistake.
And would slap you in the face for saying that, mate.
And I'd cop it.
She does wonderful work out there. Michelle Schultz.
Yeah, so many influential ladies in Australian disc golf.
There is. And you know, this event as well. Sharon Costa, of course, who became our mother figure for the weekend.
Oh,
didn't she?
She coddled us nicely.
We absolutely...
Kept us hydrated.
Yeah. It's the one reason I'd go back to Molong. It's just...
It's a bit of a slide against Molong,
No, not at all. It's one of the reasons, I should say. Yeah, it's one of the reasons I'd go back to Molong. Is to catch up with Kev and Sharon again.
All right, let's see if he can frostify his shot here. So he's going to turn down that hill, but I still think he's given himself the birdie chance with that shot.
Jeez, it's gone a long way down the hill. Yeah, he should have a wide open look at the Mando.
Yeah, he'll be hyzering around with the backhand.
Jeez, Luke's very close to that one, isn't he? I didn't even know there was one there.
I was about to say the same thing. I don't really see the point of a Mando being there, but there it is, people. Not the prettiest Mando sign we've ever seen, is it?
No, it looks a little rushed. That's just a standard Arial font too. Disappointing. Not what we've come to expect.
They should have done it in wingdings.
That's what Thomas, I was going to call him Lucas, that's what Thomas is looking at as he goes sky route and attempts to load his cattle onto the truck. But he lands at the base, and that is huge.
Yeah.
That is a dimension of shot that just not every player has.
Nah, it's unique.
Dave shows us what he's got. Is that going to come back?
Not enough for a genuine birdie look.
Oh, it hasn't. I don't know about that one. I think it's inbounds, but
Yeah.
Blake even tighter look here. He's going to go high as well.
Really high. This looks good, though.
He's gone long of the loader. So Blake's cattle not making it onto the truck there.
He'll have a birdie putt, though, and the opportunity to keep the hot round hot. Luke throwing 3 here.
Oh, that's not bad from there.
Yeah, solid. Gives himself a chance for the par. Ooh.
Oh, Dave going for a forehand skipper there.
Yeah, a bit of an unforced error there.
You don't see that sort of, what do you call it?
It was a bit of a mental fade.
Yeah, it was a bit of a disco shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, it seemed a bit unnecessary. Blake electing to take the foot off the pedal momentarily.
Yeah, a little bit there, just to recap or just to regroup. Look at that stunning shot from our cameraman there with 2 disc golf baskets in the one shot.
Yes. Filling catch cam operator.
Neil Vogel.
The Vogel Ogle.
So a nice birdie there for Thomas.
Yeah, great birdie to
It was
get.
only
on
birdied by
hole 9.
one person on day 1, so
Only one person on day 2.
a rare par there for Blake Houston and a bogey for Luke Bayne.
Yeah, Luke just falling off the pace a little bit.
He has
here.
a little, and I haven't even really noticed it until now, but that rounds out our front 9 for round 2. And as we said, Dave Perry and Blake Houston, after that ripping start from Blake on 11, under the card, Luke Bayne 7 down and Thomas Gilbert 10 down.
Yeah, the Aussies keeping Thomas at bay momentarily with Dave and Blake leading there. Jade, equal 4th. Jeremy Carruthers. A name we haven't seen on too many leaderboards so far in his career, but obviously making improvements, doing well this round.
Yep, and Ollie Webb from New Zealand, Adam Rigby, and of course Chile rounding out the top 10 there. But thank you very much for joining us, and we'll be back for sure with the back 9 of round 2 from the Australian Disc Golf Championships. Until then, I've been Jason Wiedner.
I've been Matty Faz.
And until next time, park it.